Diego Lopes, submission specialist, I see, right? He came in, he made his mark in the Movsar Evloev fight, a ton of submission attempts. This dude's jiu-jitsu is absolutely insane. And he fights another black belt, Gavin Tucker. Haven't seen him in a while. We were questioning, we're like, what happened to him after 2021? I guess he had a couple shoulder surgeries, right? So he was on the shelf a little bit. He comes back. He fights this up-and-comer Diego Lopes, not a lot of name value, but incredibly dangerous opponent. And he immediately tries to grapple with the jiu-jitsu guy. So it's like IQ right there was a little off. Maybe we didn't do our film study, or maybe he felt confident enough as a black belt that he says, man, I'll be all right. You want to play that jiu-jitsu. Well, he got caught in a triangle, and that was all she wrote, AJ. What were your thoughts?
Derek, I'm all about accountability, but I don't think anybody saw Gavin Tucker wanting to go into the jiu-jitsu game of Diego Lopes, brother. That was kind of stunning for me, to be honest, because if we've learned anything from Diego Lopes' short notice first fight, it's this dude's a savage on the ground. How many? You said a bunch of attempts for Movsar Evloev. I forget. It was at least like 8 or something. It was a ridiculous amount. And this guy, what I like about him is he's just consistently trying for it. That's his best defense on the ground, is he's trying to snap one of your limbs off. So you're always thinking about things. So I did not at all expect Gavin Tucker to go into the lion's den and really try and survive in there. But sure enough, he did. This one, Derek, to me, this was one of those ones where I can no longer discount Diego Lopes or anything that is in his camp unless we're at the top like 10, top 15, somewhere around there, because this dude's legit. I mean, short notice or not, barely coming in, having no hype, whether you think he's cringe or not from the tattoos and the 90s, boy band style haircut, doesn't matter, because this dude can absolutely fight. How high do you think the ceiling is for Diego Lopes going forward?
I think that the ceiling is incredibly high for him until he fights a striker who is super technical, super defensively sound, and has incredible takedown defense. I think he's going to start soaring through these fights. Now, the reason why I was high on Diego Lopes was because, one, he's way bigger than Gavin Tucker frame-wise. He's huge for the division. 2, explosive on the feet. 3, even more explosive on the ground. That was it. It's the explosion. I thought Gavin Tucker overall as a package is the better fighter. Well-rounded, technical, defensively sound at times. But Diego Lopes brings unpredictability. And when he jumps on a triangle, he is technically sound enough to be able to lock that triangle in to, 1, keep you there, break your posture, and 2, just kind of alternate and wait for you. What do you want? I'm either going to choke you with the triangle or I'm going to take your arm. It is your choice. And it's a very powerful feeling because that's one of my favorite submissions to pull, the triangle. Long leg guys, big frame, long, tall, skinny guys like Diego Lopes, he can hit that all day long. And I thought that this was almost too easy to call personally, right? Even though this was it was a toss-up more or less, given the overall packages. When you decide to play jiu-jitsu with Diego Lopes in the first round, when you're not sweaty yet, it's just, like I said, it kind of lay up, right? Any other thoughts on this one?
Man, it was lofty ambitions coming out of Gavin Tucker. And all I could think, Derek, when it was going on as a jiu-jitsu and a wrestling novice, I was literally sitting there like, man, this looks like a position I've been in many times where it sucks. I have no idea what to do, no idea what's going on. And it looked like Gavin Tucker was in that exact same situation, getting his arm cranked.
That's right. Big win by Diego Lopes. And finally, we showed once he gets a full camp, man, dangerous as ever. All right.